Yellowhead. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. For months, Canadians have been told by this government that there is no tax on food. In December, when I asked the Prime Minister about hidden taxes on food, one of his Parliament secretaries claimed that the taxes have zero impact on food prices, but Canadians cannot buy groceries with Liberal talking points. They pay with their hard-earned dollars. When government policies drive up the cost of fuel, energy, packaging, and production, that's a tax on food, even if you don't see it listed on your grocery bill. The clean fuel standards alone add real costs to gasoline and diesel. The Parliamentary Budget Officer has confirmed this increases fuel prices now and will keep rising. That affects farmers running equipment, truckers hauling food, processors packaging it, and stores keeping the lights on. The costs don't disappear. They are passed on to families at the grocery store. The same is true for the industrial carbon tax. The taxing industries that grow, process, transport, and refrigerate food means higher prices for everything we eat. Experts have warned that the policies are making Canadian food producers less competitive, especially compared to the United States, and the gap is growing. Then there's inflation driven by the reckless spending and the Prime Minister's recent $78 billion deficit. The inflation is the most painful hidden tax of all because it erodes the value of every paycheck. On top of that, the government piled on new costs through its food packaging rules, hitting restaurants and takeout providers already facing serious financial strain. Thousands of restaurants have closed and more are expected to follow. These policies all add costs to food. Conservatives call it what it is, a tax. If this Prime Minister is serious about affordability, would he eliminate the fuel standards and bring his deficit under control to stop the food supply chain?
Honourable Parliamentary Secretary to Minister of Transport and Internal Trade.
Mr. Speaker, it's good to see you again. The global landscape, as we know, is rapidly changing, leaving economies and businesses and workers under a cloud of uncertainty. In response, Canada's government is focused on what we can control, Mr. Speaker, building a stronger economy to make life more affordable for all Canadians. To that end, we are securing new trade and investment partnerships abroad and building our strength here at home to create good career opportunities with higher wages for Canadians. However, we understand that many Canadians are struggling to make ends meet and need immediate support. Now, when we go to the grocery store, we see higher prices, and it's harder for Canadians to put food on the table for their families. With the new Canada Groceries Essential Benefit, normally known as the Good and Services Tax, GST credit, we are making groceries and other essentials more affordable. I'm proud to say that the new Canada Groceries Essentials Benefit will provide additional support for more than 12 million Canadians, including many in my riding of Sydney Glace Bay. And we're increasing its amount by 25% in 5 years, beginning in July of 2026. On top of that, Mr. Speaker, we're providing a one-time payment this spring equivalent to a 50% increase in 2025-2026 value of the HST credit. Combined, Mr. Speaker, this means that a family of four will receive up to over $1,800 this year and about $1,400 a year for the next 4 years. A single person will receive up to $950 this year and about $700 a year for the next 4 years. The government is also setting aside $500 million for the Strategic Response Fund, Mr. Speaker, to help businesses address the cost of supply chain disruptions without passing the cost, Mr. Speaker, to Canadians at the checkout line. We will also, for the same reason, dedicate $150 million under the existing Regional Tariff Response Initiative to support investments in food security by small and medium-sized enterprises and the organizations that support them. And as you know, Mr. Speaker, thanks to Budget 2025, we're doing much more to make life more available for Canadians. Budget 2025, Mr. Speaker, builds on the many actions we've already taken to support Canadian businesses at a time of significant uncertainty and affordability challenges. Let me say this, Mr. Speaker, when we look at things such as rate reductions, which is currently before Parliament as Bill C-4 applies to a taxable income of up to $50,000 in 2026, that's essential. This change will ensure that 22 million Canadians benefit from tax relief up to $420 per person, saving two-income families up to $840 this year. Mr. Speaker, we're making many initiatives happen to support Canadians. It is a tough time for Canadians. And these measures, along with other measures that focus on businesses, business support, sector support, building Canada strong is not just a slogan. It's something that is deep meaning in terms of building Canada, building from Canadians with Canadian workers, and together the hub and spoke model is a focus on solutions over slogans. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.